Join us as we celebrate New Year's with our Awning Room. Good morning, everyone. We had a successful first night of the trip. It's Saturday, December 31st, and I'm just about to turn off the heater. We had it running on low all night, and it was we actually probably had it going for like 12 hours, and that's how much fuel we have left, but we have another 2 gallons in the car. Because we are camping with 3 nights, and I only have a Jackery 500, which is not very big of battery bank power, my friend Kyle actually let us borrow his Jackery as well. He has a newer Jackery 500, but it's essentially the same thing as mine. So this one is the one that ran the heater last night, and that ran the heater for about 12 hours and it used 40% battery. It was at 100. And then the one for the fridge has been set to 43, but apparently it's actually 39 degrees right now. And that one was at 100 as well when we started, and it's at 93%. As you can see, the heater does use a lot more battery power than the fridge does, especially in these temperatures. And we just wouldn't have enough battery power with one Jackery to camp here for 3 nights. And we're not going to be doing a lot of driving during the day, so the Jackery won't have time to recharge itself. This is a good example of why in the summer we have that fridge tilt slide in the back. Because it's about 10 o'clock, we've actually decided we're going to have an early lunch. We're going to make sandwiches. Let's see the first bite. These are super good. This is the coolest looking dumpster I've ever seen. We're walking around the campground for something to do, and there's actually still a good amount of people here.
It's definitely pretty full.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here. This thing looks cool. It's a little scamp. People need to be able to tell what campground it is. Our next activity is hiking Mount Prospect Fire Tower, and we're starting from Weeks State Park, and it's basically just a walk up this service road, so it's not really a hike.
Yeah, then I learned you gotta...
It's kind of hard traversing through all this challenging terrain. You can see all this blowdown on the trail. I think we're halfway up the road at this point, and there's a little lookout parking area if you were to drive up, because I think you can do that in the summer. And I found the perfect hammocking spot. These trees are like the perfect width apart with a great view. Hey.
Hi. We're at the top, and it took us almost 39 minutes to get here.
It's a cool tower. This isn't what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be the typical like metal fire tower structure, not an old stone thing. It doesn't look like we'll be able to go up today, but maybe in the summer they have it open.
We are just finishing up the hike. We think it was about 3 miles, and it's about 3:30. We're gonna head back to the campsite, but first we're gonna stop at the New Hampshire Wine and Liquor Outlet so I can buy a bottle of wine to celebrate the new year.
Yay! And here we are. What did you find?
I picked out a red bottle and a white bottle.
Cool, they look good. As you can see, we're back at the campsite, and tonight we're actually going to be hanging out in the awning room, and we're going to heat it with our diesel heater. It's supposed to rain later. It was actually supposed to rain earlier today, but it hasn't yet. So we're gonna get that set up.
Our first step to putting up the awning room is to set up the awning just like you normally do. This is the awning room while it's still in the bag. It's pretty easy to set up to the awning. We just zip it on and then it clips onto the bars, and it does have a tarp-like material floor.
We also have to put this thing on this track, and it also zips to this on this end. The first step is zipping it onto the car.
Now that we have the awning room in the track, we just have to clip it to all the poles with little plastic clips.
And that's it. I'm gonna get the heater set up and our stuff in the awning room, and I'll show you when it's done. And it started raining right after we got the awning room set up, so we got it set up just in time.
Ready? Come on in.
We got a floor mat.
Over here we have our chair. Here's the kitchen area. We have our charcuterie board set up, and we're also gonna cook on this table. And then after dinner, it'll be a movie night. So this is our projector screen, and we will set up the projector and watch something.
I think it looks pretty good. We put one strand of string lights around the whole top of it. Here's a look at the setup from the outside. This is how big the awning room is. This is the ARB 2000 awning room. Basically parked the same space as last night, but we pulled in instead of backing in tonight. And I've got the heater on the wheel step over here. It is cool in here. I just went and turned the heater down. It was on 3 and now it's on 2. We just somehow broke the chair. Kate went to sit down and it kind of came apart right here. You put this on and then you put the black piece down in, and then the screw comes up this way. So I'm gonna go get a screwdriver from the car and put it back together. We found a Swiss Army knife in my hiking backpack, and that has like a decent sized Phillips head screwdriver on it. So I think we'll be able to put it back together. I put the chair upright to make it a little easier. I'm just gonna drop the screw in here. We extended it and it's making it a little bit easier, but as the screw gets lower, it's making it harder again. Okay, it's as tight as I'll be able to get it. I'm gonna try it out and see what happens.
Does it feel secure?
I guess, yeah, it's pretty good. For our projector, we have the Nebula Capsule, I believe it's called. And it's basically a smart TV. There's like Netflix and Amazon Prime Video and YouTube, or anything you can get to through the internet. And it's pretty cool. I got it last year on sale. And this is what it looks like once you turn it on. I know I showed this in the video the other day, but if you didn't watch that, this cutting board is actually something my dad made me for Christmas, and it has an etched in outline of the 4Runner on it, and there's stuff on it, but even the roof tent is up. Thank you very much. We like this cutting board a lot, Dad.
What are you doing?
Brie is one of my favorite cheeses, and since we don't have an oven, we can't make baked brie. I'm doing diesel heater heated brie.
How is it? Comparable?
It's pretty good. I think it's time to start dinner. So this is what we're having tonight. We have some chicken sausage with Alfredo sauce. We have that leftover Christmas tree pasta from a few weekends ago, as well as this vegetable mix we're gonna throw in with the pasta. I already pre-filled this with water out from the car, and let's get this started. We're gonna pan fry these chicken sausages in the pan on the right side of the grill, and then we're gonna throw them in with the pasta once the pasta is almost done cooking.
The pasta is done, and Josh is going to go drain it now.
I'm back. I think this is going to be really good. We just have to add the Alfredo sauce. If you haven't tried a combination like this before, it's worth trying.
We're still leaving this out on this client, and she really will murder me. If Madeline does it first.
We switched to watching the show called Down to Earth with Zac Efron, and he's currently in Australia showing us how to make some type of food. We've had this awning up for four and a half hours now, And apparently it's not really waterproof at this seam up here. It's kind of leaking in certain spots, and you can really tell on the table. You can see the handful of drips. It's like 11:40. We just watched this travel documentary, and now we're gonna take down this awning room. It was raining, and then it wasn't raining, and now it's raining again, and we just don't want to deal with it in the morning. So we're gonna take this awning room down now. Now it's time to do the fun part and get all the water on yourself when you take it down. I can do most of this, I guess, but this is crazy. This is so cold. Probably like 36 degrees out. Crocs in the snow on New Year's. We're gonna head to bed now. We had a fun day. I hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks for watching.